สวัสดีครับอาจารย์ครับผมครับผม
Hello and welcome to another Dhamma meeting where we will discuss the Buddhist practices of charity, morality, and meditation. Everyone who's interested is welcome to join. We are waiting for our first participant. Okay, our first participants are from New Zealand, Anura and Ramya. Good morning or good night to you. I'm not sure which.
Good morning, Ajaan.
Good morning, Ajaan. Can you hear us?
Yes, perfectly.
Yeah, it's good that. Yeah, so
It's early morning, about 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock, Ajaan. Yeah.
1 o'clock, okay.
Yes.
8
So,
o'clock here, 5 hours difference.
yeah.
Yes.
So, Ajaan, I'm just contemplating on the Pancha Bala, the five powers. So it's how does it? I mean, I understand the concept, but could you please explain how do we apply that into meditation practice?
Are you talking about Sattva, Viriya, Sati,
Tadaviri, yeah, yeah,
Samadhi,
but,
and Panya?
yeah,
Well, these are the paths really. It's
yeah,
presented in a different form. It's still the Noble Eightfold Path, but it's presented with some other factors added into it, like Sattva.
yeah,
Sattva is faith in the
yeah,
Buddha,
yeah, yeah,
Dhamma, and Sangha. First, you have to have faith in the Dhamma, Buddha, and the Sangha. If you don't have faith, then you won't study their teachings, right?
yeah, yeah,
So you have to consider them to be your teacher. The stronger the sattva, then the stronger will be your commitment to
yeah,
their teaching.
yeah,
Okay. So you want to have 100% sattva in the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, no doubt whatsoever.
yeah,
Every word the Buddha taught us is true and is useful for us.
yeah,
The goal is to get rid of our defilement and become enlightened. So this you need to have, first of all, sattva. Once you have sattva, faith in the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, then you will have the energy to exert yourself because you need to do the practice with viriya. Viriya is exertion
mhm,
or diligence.
yeah,
Once you have strong faith, the stronger the faith, the stronger the sattva, the stronger will be
yeah,
your your practice.
mhm,
Okay, and what you need to practice are the three the three most important factors of the path, which is mindfulness. First of all,
mhm,
mindfulness will lead you to samadhi,
yeah,
jhana. Once you have jhana, then you can develop wisdom to the Four Noble Truths and the three characteristics of existence.
mhm,
Once you see that the problem arises from your cravings, you can stop them with your jhana.
mhm,
So this is another way of presenting the Noble Eightfold Path with a slightly different shade,
mhm,
but the essence is still the same. The three main factors are Samma Sati, Samma Samadhi, and Samma Samma Titi, Samma Sangupo, which is wisdom.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
We know the five pala and the five indiriya.
Yeah.
They are the same thing except differ in intensity. For most lay people, for beginners, we only have indiriya, not the faith, the exertion, the discipline, the diligence, the mindfulness, samadhi, and wisdom is still very weak. We call it indiriya. But once you start to develop to the level of stream enterer, then you will have the change of indiriya into pala, power. But they're the same. They're the same thing, except in the intensity of the strength.
Mm.
For most beginners, you start with the indiriya, the five indiriya. You have some faith, you have some diligence, you develop some mindfulness. Sometime when you have the time, you meditate sometime when you have the time, and you contemplate on the Four Noble Truths sometime, but not all the time. But once you become fully absorbed, fully committed, then you'll be doing this thing 24 hours a day, except when you go to sleep. Then this thing turns into pala. So what you need to do is now is to develop the five indriya that you have into pala by practice more, study more.
Yeah.
Then when you have more result, then you will become more energized, more inspired, and then you can then practice more.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, yeah, thank you, Tangaja. Yeah, understood. So first we have to develop the indriya and then it will become the power
Yeah.
as we walk along the
Right,
path.
right now you check yourself how much faith you have in the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha.
Yeah.
How much time you put in for your practice. How much time you put in for developing mindfulness, meditation, and contemplation.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
this is what you have to investigate and try to increase them to a higher level by maybe spending more time in retreats. Retreat is a place where you can develop and increase your indriya into power.
Yeah.
The longer you stay in a retreat, then the more time you have for your development, your mental development.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is very essential. You have to go into retreat or become a monk. Yeah.
Yeah. It's obvious. Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
you will have no other work to do but just developing these five factors.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Once you have these five factors, then Magga is just around the corner.
True. True. Yeah. Yeah.
You can become a Sotapanna, Sakidakami, Anakami, and Arahant within either 7 days, 7 months, or 7 years.
Yeah, we have 100% faith, but the time to meditate is very little. So I do only in the morning, at least 1 hour. So Ramya is doing a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to quit working.
Yeah.
Like I did. I work and I realized if I work, I won't have much time for practice.
True.
So I just give up the work and concentrate on practice.
Yeah, I'm contemplating that one, Ajahn. Maybe next within 2 years. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a,
Better hurry because you don't know you have 2 years or
yeah.
not.
But the time is running out, so I'm always thinking time is running out. Yes.
Be vigilant, the Buddha said, don't be complacent.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah, Ramya attended the 7-day retreat with Ajahn Anand last week at the online retreat.
Good.
So,
Do as
but
much as you can.
yeah, I join in the evening after work, but I see even that time is much better. feeling
Yes.
good.
All right. So
Okay, thank you.
now you know what to do. You have faith now. What you need to do is to have exertion, diligence, to
Yeah,
develop mindfulness, develop samadhi, and develop panya.
really. So, yeah, thinking I want to quit, but also I need to pay the bill. So it's just
You should spend less. Eat one meal a
Yes.
day. Then you won't have to work as much.
True. Yeah,
Spend less, then you earn less. You can earn less when you spend less. But if you spend more, then you have to earn more.
true.
You have to earn more, then you have to spend more time working.
Yeah,
Okay, simple arithmetic, right?
yeah, sure. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All
Okay.
right, anything else?
And that's all for me. Ajahn. That's very helpful. So I recorded your explanation on parami. So I repeatedly asked that. I think engraving in my mind.
Yes.
Last time your explanation on parami.
That's another shade of the Noble Eightfold Path, the 10 paramis.
Yeah.
They are the same thing, leading to enlightenment.
Yeah. So that means the different ways of explaining the Eightfold Path.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, understood.
Under different circumstances.
Yeah.
The 10 paramis is developed by the Bodhisattva.
Yeah.
When there is no Buddha or anybody to teach him, so he have to rely on the 10 paramis to get him to enlightenment.
Yeah.
Once you have a Buddha, then he can shorten the 10 paramis to the Noble Eightfold Path.
Yeah. Like what we experience now.
Yeah, or the 5 pala.
Yeah.
So we don't have to we don't have to worry about dana, we don't have to worry about metta. If you become a monk or if you go practice alone, then you don't have to worry about dana or metta or sila even. You won't be committing any sin. Or you will concentrate on just the 3 development of mindfulness, samadhi, and wisdom.
Oh, I see. So then when someone becomes a monk, practicing monk,
Yes.
the paramis is shortened to just 3 paramis. Is that
Just
correct?
three practices of sila, samadhi, and panya. Really, that's all he needs to do. With the exertion as the driving force.
Yep.
So sometimes the Buddha taught to the monk just the 3 steps: morality, samadhi, and wisdom.
Right.
But it also means before you can get to samadhi, you have to have mindfulness anyway.
Yeah.
So they are the same, but maybe in a different setup, but still the same thing. You still have the 2 main things you need to have is samadhi and panya with the support of sila.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah. Thank you, Ajahn. Thank you very much.
you're welcome. Next, Claudia from Switzerland.
Good afternoon from Switzerland, Tana-chan. So today is the last chance during the school vacation to participate live at Zoom. So from next week, I'm going to see the Dhamma talk on Facebook again because I will return home in the afternoon. And I would like to report Tana-chan a little about my meditation as Tana-chan advised me to do.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so my mind feels very content with concentrating on the tip of the nose and reciting in my mind Budo Budo. And I realize that this kind of meditation is leading to what I understand. I'm not sure if I'm correct, but it seems to lead to the upachara samadhi. So the thinking is going to stop for a while, and I have feelings of release and like a joyful contentment. So it's not a joy where I would jump and say, yeah, wonderful, but it's a kind of very silent joy, and thinking starts to stop, and I feel very content, a little like floating. And these conditions are going to stabilize in the meditation. So the mind obviously likes that way to concentrate on the tip of the nose and thinking Buddha, Buddha. So it's a good motivation to continue this kind of meditation.
Good. There is more to it than what you just said, because yes, you go deeper, you experience more bliss and more peace. So just keep on doing. You haven't yet got to the full result. You just get the partial result.
Yeah.
So you need to concentrate on your mindfulness. Eventually it will lead you to a point where you won't have to do any concentration. You won't have to do anything. And the mind just become still and peaceful and happy.
Yeah. 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 So, and it's more easier to me to return to Buddha, Buddha when the mind starts to think about something, and it's much more easier to return to Buddha than the practice I did before. So I'm very grateful for that advice of Tanachan. Where I still have to practice more and to have more patience is to think of anatta, dukkha, and anicca when
Yes.
I'm in the train. And there is a maybe annoying situation where people chat loud or do something. So what I try to do is when I'm in this annoying situation, I try at least to recite the mantra anicca, dukkha, anatta for about 2 or 3 train stations. Then to release myself a little and start to contemplate about this again, because this is really difficult. This is challenging.
Yes, you have to understand what you're reciting also. It would be more helpful if you understand what anicca is, what anatta is, what dukkha is. See, if you say, oh, it's like the train, can you stop the train as you like? The train is anicca, dukkha, anatta also.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
I understand the translation of these words. But at the same time, I think the heart and the mind have to understand the meaning. So, of course, I know the translation, but it has to transfer maybe the mind.
Yeah, you have to think a lot of it when you're not using it yet. You
Yeah.
have to study and understand what the word means, especially anatta. You can see the anatta as nature, the work of nature, like the weather, like the wind, the rain. This is the work of nature, right?
Yes.
Can
Yes.
you control them? You cannot control them.
No.
Can you tell the wind to stop blowing? Can you tell the rain to stop raining?
Yeah.
So you
No.
cannot tell people to stop acting whatever they're doing.
Yes. Yeah.
Likewise, that's how you should think. See, you have to have something to compare so that you can understand the word anatta.
That's a very good advice. Yes, that's a very good advice. Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
So I will
Try do it with your partner, someone close to you.
Yes, I will. I will. Yeah.
See if you can leave him alone or not. Just leave him alone. Don't bother him.
Yeah, but
Whatever.
I can do it better with my partner. So we are married for 34 years now, and this
I
is
see.
more easier to me than with the people in the train, because we know each other very well, and both of us know when the other one has his or her 5 minutes. So this is more easy.
Okay, good then.
Yeah, yeah,
Good. Then you can
Yeah.
apply it with other people.
yeah. I will apply with other people. I think this is more necessary. Yeah. Yeah. And so I will continue my training with a lot of gratitude to Tana-chan's advice. And when there are the next vacation in Switzerland, I will report. So I think they are in about 6 weeks. So I have 6 weeks of intense training now. And I will report Tana-chan how everything goes, especially the training.
Okay, good. Good luck to you. I'll
Thank
see
you very
next.
much.
I'll see you again next time, whenever that is.
Yes, it's end September, beginning of October.
Okay,
Okay, thank you so much for everything.
you're welcome. Next, Professor Ken, also from Switzerland.
Good afternoon, Ajaan.
Are you you're back at home now?
No, I'm still here in the mountain
I see,
retreat.
good.
Yeah. I'd like to ask a question about the discussion Tanajan was having with Anura. You were talking about 5 pala.
Yes,
Pala, I normally understand that to be the fruit, as in maga pala, but were you talking about some other interpretation?
it's a different word. Yeah. Pala.
Okay.
This one is bala. B-A-L-A, not P-H-A-L-A.
Okay, okay.
Bala
it
here
means power.
mean power. It means power.
Okay,
5 spiritual powers.
okay. That's what I thought. I just wanted
Mhm.
to check.
Okay. Not the same word, but almost the
Okay.
same, sound the same, but it's
Sounds the same.
Yeah, but it has a different meaning.
Okay, Tanajan.
Okay.
That's all for now. Thanks.
It's actually the marker. The 5 spiritual power is the marker, is the path to fruition, to the fruits, which is enlightenment.
Okay.
All
Very
right.
clear. Okay, Tanajan. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Next, Genso from Penang.
Hi, Ajaan. Good evening. Just an update. I completed my operation in my abdomen last Thursday. So far progressing well. I recite a lot of Buddha name before I enter the operation theater. So it do helps a lot. So far so good. Yeah.
How do you feel? Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Because this is I think my third operations, consider major operations. So it's also opportunity for me to practice the impermanence. Yeah. Mm.
Not afraid.
So far still okay. I think the recitations of Buddha name and calm down, it do help me a lot while I waiting outside the operation theater. Yeah.
Yeah. You
Okay.
see wisdom from the operation.
Pardon?
Do you get any wisdom from this operation?
Yeah, key learning, stay calm and just face whatever the challenge, right? So this is part of life and impermanence, yeah. Mm.
The body is anicca.
Yeah.
Okay. It is anatta.
Mm.
It's not under your control, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. You get
That's all.
dukkha. You get
Yeah.
dukkha when you want to control the body.
Mm. Exactly. Right.
But if you let go of your attachment, let go of your control, then there will be no dukkha.
Mm.
Because you cannot control it. You just have to take it, whatever it gives you. If it's going to be well, okay, sometimes it might not get well.
Mm.
Whatever the outcome, you have to live with it, good or bad. If
Yeah.
you don't want to have any dukkha. Okay,
Yeah. Thanks, Ajaan. Yeah.
you're welcome. Next from to Singapore, Kok Seng.
Good evening, Prajan. Yeah, Prajan like to check Prajan regarding what Lord Buddha mentioned or the metaphor that the Buddha gave about what is about holding a bowl of oil full to the brim and walking through a crowd that is cheering, and because there is singing by a beauty queen on the stage, and right behind the man is another huge man with the sword raised and ready to chop off his head if the person walking in front spills any drop of oil. So my doubt about this story is that the metaphor that the Buddha gave seems a bit kind of tall order of walking through a crowd and then with a bowl full of oil filled to the brim is a very tall order. So my question is it possible for someone to walk through the crowd with a bowl full of oil in that kind of situation?
Well, I don't know. I haven't made any research on this, but if the Buddha said this is the example that you should practice, then it means you have to do it if you want to become fully concentrated. See? This is the practice of mindfulness, to be fully aware of what you're doing at the moment. If you have mindfulness, then you will be able to walk through the crowd with this bowl full of oil and not dripping it without it dripping from the bowl. This is the mindfulness that you need to have in order to get into jhana. See? You cannot lose your concentration. You just have to keep watching your breath and not go to some other thing.
And there is, I mean, when I read the story or heard the story, there's also the fear, the man with the sword raised and ready to chop off the head. So it instills some kind of fear in me.
Yeah, it just
when I
makes
heard
you.
the story.
It just means for you to be more careful. That's all. If you're not careful, then you can be chopped. Your head could be chopped off.
Yeah, and John, I was trying to relate this metaphor by Lord Buddha to what you mentioned about not being complacent and we have to be vigilant. So how do we relate this not being complacent, be vigilant to this story by the Lord Buddha?
Well, you always have to look at that as like a shadow following you. You don't know when it's going to catch up with you,
Okay.
but it's following you close behind you.
Okay.
So
So the man carrying the sword is like death following me, like death shadowing us.
not in this particular metaphor. This particular metaphor just means you have to be careful. You must not fail. If you fail, you get your head chop off. That's what it means. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So I was trying to relate this to okay, carrying a bowl of oil and then to dropping a drip of the oil to say watching entertainment videos. So that means if we cannot even watch a single any kind of entertainment at all.
This is for you to practice mindfulness with. Like, can you do this Bhutto for 5 minutes without thinking about other things?
Mm.
Just Bhutto, Bhutto, Bhutto for 5 minutes.
Yes. For 5 minutes, I think I can.
You sure?
Mm.
Okay, try it, see if you can, without thinking about anything.
Mm. Okay.
Maybe
Is
5
the
seconds, maybe 5 seconds you can do it.
is I try to do I try to recite Buddha when I was walking, but I do realize that in between when there's pause, the thoughts still come in between the Buddha. Yeah.
As long as you don't lose the Bhutto, it doesn't matter if you have thoughts or not. As long as you don't pay attention to other things but Bhutto only. Try and go sit down for 5 minutes and just recite Bhutto, Bhutto. See if you can do it for 5 minutes without losing Bhutto.
Mm. Okay. I will try it. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Prajan.
you're welcome. Next, Maria. Hi, Maria from St. Petersburg. Are you back home now or are you still around Asia somewhere?
Hello, Ajaan. Very happy to see you again. I'm now in St. Petersburg. This is my friend from St. Petersburg. She is
Hello.
also practicing meditation.
Good.
And probably she will also come with me to meet you in spring in Thailand. She wants very much to visit Wat Yan.
Okay, good. Do you have any question?
Mostly we have come just to pay respect, but actually I have one question. This year, like as you know, I organized this kind of meditation trips to different countries. And now I feel a bit tired because I have a lot of these trips. And I'm thinking that next year I want to do less trips and more like stay at one place and practice. But I feel some kind of guilt because when I organize trips, I help other people. And when I don't do that, I just stay in one place, I feel like I'm wasting the opportunity to help others. I want to sit my own retreats, but also I want sometimes just to relax and not be involved in service all the time. But I feel some kind of guilt because of that. So can you advise me how to reach balance between helping others, finding time for own practice, and just relaxation? I don't know, because I feel I'm too much involved in this kind of service and it makes my mind sometimes a bit unbalanced.
Yes, you can think of the benefit that you can get from helping other people now and helping other people later after you become enlightened. See? When you're helping people now, you can only help them to organize trips, going to different places to learn some basic Buddhism, but you cannot teach them to become enlightened yet. See? But once you spend more time for your own practice and you became enlightened, then you can teach them to become enlightened later on. So the benefit is different. Right now, you might help them with a low level of benefits, but after you become enlightened, you can help them to become the higher level of benefit, which is becoming enlightened, becoming a sotapanna, for instance. Before you can teach other people to become a sotapanna, you yourself have to become a sotapanna first. So maybe you should stop helping other people now and concentrate on helping yourself to become a sotapanna. Then once you become a sotapanna, then you can teach other people. It's like if you're a high school student and if you're a college student, you as a high school student can do not as much as a college student can, right? When you graduate from high school, you can only teach people to the level of high school. But if you graduated in college, you get a degree, then you can teach people more knowledge. So you have to think of it in this way, so that then you can stop your attachment to helping other people, because you need to help yourself more now, because if not, you will be stuck where you are forever. Understand?
Yes, thank you very much.
Okay.
I'm actually going to sit 30-day retreat in January in Thailand in one of the Vipassana centers. Hopefully I'll be confirmed, and after that we want to have a trip around Thailand again, and then I want to come for a retreat to practice in Wat Yan.
Yes. Eventually you'll find that you want to do just retreat and no trips anymore, because you'll see the difference between the benefit you get from spending time in retreat than doing trips helping other people. But this will work gradually, I think. As you spend more time on retreat, you'll find the benefit much greater than the benefit you get from helping people on trips. So eventually, I think you will stop the trips and will concentrate only on the retreat until you become enlightened. Once you become enlightened, then you can organize trips again as you like.
Okay. Thank you very much. I wanted to hear some inspiration from you because I also feel the same, but I wanted to ask you first.
Okay, so you feel better now?
Yes, thank you very much.
Because no one can help you but yourself to become enlightened. Other people can teach you how to do it, but you still have to do the practice yourself. But if you don't spend time on the practice and you spend time on organizing trips, then you will never become enlightened. See? The Buddha said that we should work for the benefit of ourselves first before we work for the benefit of other people. In his last speech before he passed away, he said, considering that the body is impermanent, it's going to die sooner or later. So be vigilant on helping yourself become enlightened first before helping other people to become enlightened. Work for the benefit of yourself first. Then once you have fully gain the benefit, then you can then help other people to gain the benefit that you have also. So you have to help yourself first before you help other people.
Thank you very much, Ajaan.
Okay. So when is your next trip to Thailand?
Next trip to Thailand, I hopefully will come in January to see the retreat, and I will stay for 3 months as my visa allows, hopefully.
I see. And you have found a place you can spend your time on retreat.
I'm going to sit in Dhamma Abba Vipassana Center in Pitsanulakot. I'm not sure if I pronounce it right. It's like 5 hours. Yes, maybe. Yes. 5 hours to the north of Bangkok.
Thailand, yeah, Bangkok. It's Pitsanulok.
So there will be a 30-day retreat, and I'm going to apply for that. And after that, my family will be coming. I will spend time with them. And then I want to organize this kind of trip with the group again. And after that, maybe stay in Wat Yan for a longer time to practice my concentration.
Okay, good. See you then when you come, okay?
Yes, sure. Thank you very much, Ajaan.
Okay, you're welcome. Your friends have any question?
No, thank you.
No
Maybe
question.
I can go to come with you and ask.
Okay, when you
She
come to
wants to
Thailand.
ask a question in person later when she meets you in person.
I see. Okay.
And she says she will be prepared by that time.
All right. Okay.
Thank you.
See you then.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
Thank you.
bye-bye.
Bye.
Next, Ricardo from Uruguay.
Hello, Tana-chan. Nice to
Yes.
see you.
Still cold there.
Hope you're... Huh?
Still cold.
Yeah.
The weather
Dude,
is still cold.
it's Very cold. Today it's very cold. I don't know, it must be about 8 centigrade degrees now.
Yes,
It's
Celsius.
cold, yes.
Yes. Okay.
Celsius, yes. How are you, Tanajan?
Fine, thank you.
Thank you. I couldn't come last week because I had to go away, but this week I have a question about this word that is Uyukata. That, as I understand, it's not only the physical posture to be upright, but it's also the mental posture. Can you talk about it, please?
When you meditate, you mean?
Yes, please.
Okay. When you meditate, you first set up your body in a proper posture. You know, sitting, relaxed, but not tense, but you know, in an upright posture. Okay. Once you have a proper posture, when you start meditating, you forget about the posture and concentrate on your mindfulness. Whatever mindfulness you use, mindfulness of breath, mindfulness of Buddha. Don't worry about the body. Sometimes your mind might say, oh, the body is leaning to the left or to the right, or it's leaning forward. Don't pay attention. The mind is playing tricks on you. The mind just wants to distract you from your concentration. That's all. Once you start meditating, forget about the body. Even if your mind is telling you something is wrong with your body, don't listen to it. Just pay attention to your mindfulness. Okay.
And on the daily life, Uyukata could also means to be in with sila, I mean with integrity, with right doing or something like that. No.
Well, when you're not meditating, then you have to be mindful of your body, action, and speech. What you say and what you do. Make sure that it's right speech and right action.
All right.
Like you don't kill, you don't steal, you don't cheat, you don't lie, for instance.
Okay.
This is sila, morality. When you're sitting in meditation, this is pavana, or meditation, samatha pavana.
Okay, so it's two different things. All right.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Okay, clear enough?
Okay. Yeah, sure. Thank you, Tana-chan.
Okay, you're welcome. B. Ravin from Bangkok.
Hi, good evening, Prajan. Good to see you
Yes,
again.
good to see you too. Did you enjoy the Dhamma talk and meditation in front of my kuti?
Oh, yes, very much so, Prajan. I remember it was on the Noble Eightfold Path. It's very useful. And actually, my question is regarding that a little bit. I was wondering, what is the difference between right view and right resolve? So, samadhi and samasankappa.
Samasankappa is not right resolve, it's right thinking.
Oh.
Right view is an opinion. Right thinking is thoughts. They're two different things. Having right view is like knowing what is good or bad. This is right view. Okay. And thinking is about doing good or doing bad. This is right thinking. This is right thinking. So the right view that you should have is that dukkha is caused by your craving. This is right view. And by having right view, then you will have right thinking. If dukkha is created by my craving, then I must stop craving. This is right thinking. So there's two different things. The view is just a non information. While the thinking is the action part. Once you know which is wrong with you, then you have to correct it, right? You say, I have dukkha because of my craving. If I want to get rid of my suffering, then I have to stop my cravings. This is right thinking. And in order to stop your craving, you have to do right mindfulness, right samadhi. So you have to have mindfulness and samadhi. Once you have samadhi, then you can stop your craving.
Right, Prachan, understood. And you mentioned about the middle path as well in your talk last week. So I know that this applies to almost everything that we do in our daily lives, but how would I find the balance between following the middle path, but also at the same time not slacking off too much? Because right effort is also important. I have to strive to meditate, to work, to do things. But if I were to take the middle path, literally, I might, I shouldn't work too hard, but then that's no good, right? So there should be a balance that I need to find between the two.
Well, the middle path has two meanings, really. The original meaning was that during the time of the Buddha, when he hasn't yet become enlightened, people used two ways of getting rid of their dukkha or suffering by using sensual pleasures, indulging in sensual pleasures to get rid of their suffering. When you feel stressful, when you are sad, you go to a party, you go drinking, you go eating, you go on a holiday. This is sensual pleasure as a way of eliminating your suffering, your mental stress. But this method cannot get rid of your suffering permanently. You can only temporarily get rid of your suffering. When you feel bad, you go on a trip. You feel good when you're on a trip. But after you return, your feeling bad come back again. So this is not the right way of getting rid of your suffering permanently. Okay, this is the way the Buddha did as a prince. When he was a prince, he used this way to get rid of his suffering by having parties, by having, entertainment and things like that. So he found that this is not the way. And then the other side of there's another way called the way of self-mortification, torturing your body by subjecting it to some painful experiences, like having some sharp object, pinching your body, scratching your body with some pointed objects, or sitting on a bed of thorn. By subjecting you to your body to suffering, you thought that you can then stop the suffering in your mind, but that didn't also work either. You still have the same suffering, the suffering about getting old, getting sick, and dying. So the Buddha said these two extremes are not not the way to get rid of the suffering. But he said, I have discovered the third way, which I call the middle way. It's between these two paths. It's called the path of the Noble Eightfold Path. You do some self-mortification, but not to the extreme. Like you cannot eat more than you can only eat once a day, for instance, and you abstain yourself from using sensual pleasures by keeping the precepts. And then you apply the practice of meditation to find peace of mind, and then develop wisdom to get rid of your craving permanently, so that your suffering will be permanently eliminated from your mind. So this is the middle way. That's what he meant by the middle path. But sometimes when you practice, sometimes you might be practicing too hard. And when you practice too hard, it can put unnecessarily burden or stress on yourself and not getting any benefit either. So maybe you have to lower your your exertion, your practice to the level where it's not too stressful for you. But then on the other side, if you practice to the level that it's not stressful enough, you might not move forward either, because you need to have some pain in order to get some gain, right? So maybe when you're first starting practicing, you might just keep the sixth precept by eating, not eating after midday, but you might have 2 or 3 meals before that. But then as you practice, you find out if you want to move forward, then you might have to reduce your food consumption to just 1 meal a day, for instance. So you have to adjust this balance to the strength of your ability to endure the pain that you have to go through in order to have some gain in your meditation practice. So this can also be called middle way, not too much, not too little. Okay.
Yes, Prajan. So it's sort of a broad term. It's not specifically meaning you go straight down the middle, but it just means don't go to the extremes.
Yeah. Sometimes the extreme doesn't help you give you any benefit. Yeah. It can become what you call discouraging factor. As you practice so hard and you're not gaining anything, you feel discouraged. So you might have to reduce your intensity of the practice to the level where you can manage it more. Like I say, if you cannot eat once a day, then you might have to just eat maybe 2 meals a day instead first. But as you want to move forward, then you might say, I'm strong enough to take the 1 meal a day challenge. Then you take the 1 meal a day. Because when you have some physical pain, you need to have mindfulness to get rid of the mental pain that also accompany the physical pain. And the goal is to get rid of the mental pain, not the physical pain. But you use the physical pain as a stimulant to for your practice of mindfulness and meditation. Because when you have mental pain, you have to meditate. You have to use mindfulness to deal with it. But if you don't have any physical pain, then you won't have any mental pain. So you can be complacent. There's nothing to do. See what I mean?
Yes, Prajan. So hunger is like a physical pain, right? That we have to
Hunger of sitting for a long time and produce physical pain after you're sitting for a long time and not moving your body. And you want to use meditation, mindfulness to stop your mental pain, your mental suffering.
actually that is what I do when I meditate, Prajan. I will meditate to the point where I actually have physical pain, and then I can test my mind if it's strong enough to ignore it or not. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. So that's something I use to benchmark my mindfulness when I meditate.
Yeah.
If I don't get to the point where there's any physical pain, then there's no test for the
Right. You don't have to put too much effort in because there's nothing to do, no suffering, no mental pain. But once there's some mental pain, then you want to get rid of it, right? You don't want to endure the mental pain. So you need to calm the mind down to the level where it will have no pain.
Yes, Prajan. And I also find not eating after midday beneficial for my meditation practice. I feel I am more alert in as opposed to eating 3 meals a day and getting drowsy and
Yeah, this is a way of eliminating your hindrance of drowsiness, laziness. When you eat a lot, you have a full stomach, you want to go to sleep more than meditate. But if you're hungry, then you don't feel sleepy. Then you can. You feel stressful, then you use meditation to deal with your stress from the hunger. of the body. So you need some pain to get some gain. In order to get some gain, you need some pain. No pain, no gain.
Yes.
That's why you have to take the different challenges. Like I introduced a 6-hour challenge for you to try, for instance.
Well, maybe I'm not there yet, but I will gradually to extend my
Okay, to you it might be an extreme now yet because it's too much for you to handle yet. But for some other people who pass the test, they say, "Oh, this is not extreme at all. It's very useful."
It's like your expert level challenge. Maybe I'm still at the beginner level.
Well, the expert level is to become ordained, to become a monk. That's when you have to do everyday challenge. Your challenge is every day, every hour, not just the 6 hour that you set up. Okay.
Yes, Prajaan, that's very clear. Thank you so much for your teachings today.
Okay, you're welcome. Next, Alvin from Malaysia. Have you taken any challenge yet, Alvin?
Namaskar, Ajaan. Yeah, I on and off I do actually eat 2 meals a day, not one meal. I stop eating after lunch. Yesterday I did it. Today I wanted to do it, but I think my craving was too strong. So sometimes I do it for a week or 2 weeks, but I don't do it on weekend. Only on weekdays. But sometimes the craving is way too strong, and sometimes when I fast, it can go for close to 24 hours. And if I don't think about eating, then I'm fine. But if I start eating a bit, then I can't stop eating.
Yes,
so that's the problem.
fasting is a tool. I think you should do it with your practice, not just fasting alone only.
Yes.
You fast because you want to have something to push your practice further, harder. But you just merely practice fasting without doing meditation, then you're not gaining anything mentally.
Right. I find that I can meditate slightly more now, Tanajan. I usually try to, on working days, I try to wake up early in the morning. I try to meditate for around about 45 to 50 minutes sometimes. At night, before I go to bed, sometimes I try, but I can't because at the end of the day, it's too tired. I find easier if early in the morning, and it's quieter as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Usually for lay people, if you're working, then in the evening it's too difficult to meditate because you're either tired and your mind still more or less still restless and agitated from work.
Yeah.
So it's harder to meditate than when you get up in the morning, when your mind has rested and all the restlessness and agitation is gone, and it's easy to meditate in the morning. But you will have one problem is you might get some drowsiness. You might feel sleepy.
Yes. Sometimes I feel sleepy. Most of the time, I think I'm fighting with mindfulness, Anajan. Once in a while, I can get the calmness. Once in a really in a blue moon, right? But most of the time, it's fighting with mindfulness. Like what Anajan said, whether even you chant Buddha, can you go for 5 minutes without any thoughts coming? I find it challenging. It's tough. It's really tough. Something would eventually come.
They'll come, and you should not get distracted. That's all. That's what I mean. If you can concentrate with Buddha without getting distracted, you still have thought, but sometimes you get distracted by the thought, and you go thinking with the thoughts. Yeah. You forget about Buddha.
I see. So you can cut it off straight away, right? If the thoughts come to your mind,
You just ignore it. You just ignore it and try to stay with Buddha. That's all.
I see.
See if you can stay with Buddha or not, because sometimes the thought will come and hijack you away from Buddha without realizing it.
but sometimes with expectation, because I've experienced like falling from a high place, and that is very, very rare occasion as well.
Yes, you need to have continuous mindfulness in order for it to happen.
Yeah, and one time I got frightened. I actually hold grab and hold a thing because I'm not used to it. Yeah, so things like this, and I think my mindfulness is not strong. Right, I would say that.
Yes, this is okay because it will just then give you some warning that next time when you face the same experience again, you don't have to react, just merely continue with your concentration.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to ask you one thing as well. Ajaan, my father passed away like around about 1 year ago, more than 1 year ago. At that time, I accepted it, right, without much, because I keep on reminding these are all
Anicca, dukkha,
anicca,
anatta.
yeah, anicca, vata, sankhara. But it's normal, right, for me to think about him on and off, quite often thinking about my father. And I thought it's like something that I cannot let go. But then again, when I was listening to Tan Ajaan Chiat's biography, where you uploaded, he said that when after his Tan Ajaan's mother, he said his mother passed away, he still think about the mother. So I suppose this is normal, right? Tan Ajaan would think about somebody who had passed away.
Well, it differs from people to people, see, because some people have more attachment to the person who passed away, so they might think more. Some other people might have not as much attachment, so they might think less. But thinking about them is okay as long as you don't have any suffering from thinking, that's all. If you have some suffering when you're thinking of them, then you should stop by using Bhutto Bhutto. But as long as you think and it doesn't create any suffering, then you can think. But if you are a practitioner, then you don't want to let your mind go thinking about the past either. You want to bring it back into the present.
Okay.
But it's possible to think about anything. The mind can think about the past, think about the future. But if you practice, you don't want to let the mind go to the past or to the future. You want to keep it empty in the present, just merely knowing as much as possible. Okay.
One last question, if you don't mind. Just now, the question of Maria asking, right, about teaching. Tan Ajaan, you said, if you are Sotapan, when you reach Sotapan, then you can only teach somebody to become a Sotapan. But I also heard, I think, Tan Ajaan, I think the best person to actually teach is actually an Arahant, right? A person that's already completed the practice, just like the Buddha. The Buddha never started teaching the Dhamma when he has already reached, become an Arahant, right?
Yes. You can only teach the level that you have attained to, not higher.
So as a Putujana, somebody that has not entered the stream, it's advisable not to teach at all, right? I would say so.
Yes, because you're wasting your time for your own purpose, for your own goal, your enlightenment. If you keep helping other people, then like Ananda, he was a Sotapanna, but then he was assigned to work as a Buddha's assistant, attendant. So for 20 years or so, he didn't have time for his own practice. So he remained a Sotapanna for 20 years, I think. After the Buddha passed away 3 months, he became fully enlightened, become an Arahant, because he then had the time to do the practice fully. The Buddha also predict that after he passed away, Ananda will become enlightened in 3 months' time. That's because he had no other work to do now, so he can then concentrate on his own practice. That's why the Buddha said, do your work first before helping other people. But our defilement usually wants to help other people because it's easier to help other people than to do our own work.
Our own work, yeah. It's easier to talk also, Tanaja.
Yeah.
But my another concern is that if you haven't got enough knowledge, when you teach, you could be teaching the wrong stuff, which is bad, right? In a way, bad karma as well.
That's right. So it's better not to teach.
Yeah. Okay, Tanaja.
Okay.
Thanks for the prayer.
Welcome.
Thank you, Sadi.
Next, Philip, also from Malaysia. Hi, Philip.
Good evening, Ajaan. I'm just listening in to everybody's comments. I don't have any questions.
Okay.
Just continue practicing.
We'll go to Steph then. Hi, Steph. How's your challenge? Okay. Did you make it through?
I didn't.
Yeah.
I made it 3 hours and I felt really good about that, but I got in my own way. I really did.
Yeah. At least you made it halfway. At least
I
you
did. I
made
made it
Yeah, that's
halfway and
good.
now I'm gonna make
Half-
it the rest of the way.
Yeah.
Now
We
it's
call
like
we call half marathon. Half marathon.
yes. I can't let the defilement win. I can't. So I'm gonna keep coming back.
Okay, good. Maybe it's gradually increasing from 3 to 4 hours to
Yes,
5 to
yes.
6, step by
I
step.
meditated like straight for 3 hours and then I just kept thinking about how much was left and that was the problem. I couldn't control the
Yes,
like
yeah.
yes, yeah. So I controlled him half the time and then my brain was like, "Bro," so I don't know.
You
Keep trying.
lost your mindfulness.
I did.
Lost the control.
It once I got because I meditated for 3 whole hours and then I felt so relaxed. It was very hard to keep my mindfulness when that relaxed. That's what I have to work on now, I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
when you start thinking, then you have to find some way of stop it from thinking. Maybe reciting a sutta, the discourse of the Buddha, or
I think I'm gonna do that for next time is memorize something that I can consider or I think that would be good
so
next
that
time.
you won't be distracted by your thoughts. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Recite the four foundation of mindfulness.
I really
Study
should have
them.
done
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I know for next time, but I'm
Yeah. So when
not
your mind start to thinking about things that you shouldn't be thinking about, then you should recite the sutta.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Because you can also learn from the reciting of the sutta, because it's the teaching of the Buddha, especially the four foundation of mindfulness. He teach the way to develop mindfulness, the way to sit and meditate to get to jhana, and also the way to contemplate the nature of the body, the feeling, and the mind.
That's a good, So for next time.
Okay.
Yeah.
At least if you do it next time, at least try to maintain what you have gained so far.
Yeah.
If you cannot increase your practice, at least keep at the same level that you had last time.
Well, that's what I wonder if maybe I should be doing a little bit because I used to do so much reading all the time and then I stopped and maybe I should bring it back a little bit. Maybe I need to bring back a little bit more study. Maybe that's what I need. Yeah.
But study the way to practice, not study about the general information.
But just about the Satipatthana and like know how to, so go back to those. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Okay. The first discourse, when he talked about the Four Noble Truths and the Noble Eightfold Path, for instance.
That'd be a good one to, yes. Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Next, outsourcing. Are you still maintaining your 6-hour challenge?
Good evening, Ajaan. Last week I attended Ajaan Anand's 8 days online retreat. So I didn't do the 6 hours. I followed the program.
But before that, you do it at least once a week, right?
Before that I did once a week. But I stopped last week because I did the 8 days online retreat.
Okay. Did you find it better doing the retreat or doing your 6-hour challenge?
Both are good. The retreat is good because it's a longer duration, 8 days. Then my mindfulness is natural, and then my sittings are better.
Okay, good.
But the 6 days, 6 hours retreat is on the same spot retreat is also good for normal times lah. Because normal times I don't join the retreat.
Okay, good. Maintain your practice.
Yes. This week I'll do the 6 hours.
And try to increase it as much as you can. But
Okay.
don't decrease your practice. Always
Okay.
increase.
Okay.
Until you get to the full 100% practice.
Okay. Okay.
All right. This is the
All right.
challenge.
Yeah.
Practice all the time, from the time you get up to the time you go to sleep.
I normally before I go to sleep, I will do breathing. I will do meditating on the breath. Then I fall asleep at
Good.
night.
Good. This is a good way to go to sleep. Because you
Very
can
good.
stop your thought. You can fall asleep very quickly.
Yes. Very good.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much,
You're
Ajaan, for
welcome.
your advice.
Next, Tommy from Australia, still cold. You don't have any heater in your room?
Oh, skunk up. Can you hear me?
Yes, very good.
Unplug the heater and the laptop in at the same time.
I see. You don't have central heating or anything like that, huh? You're
No,
living
it's
in
just a goodie.
like a cabin?
Yeah, just a cabin.
Okay. So, what have you to contribute tonight?
Not much, nothing of value. I wanted to ask about the Dhammanupassana contemplation of the nature of things, the section about the hindrances.
Yeah.
Should I just read one of the hindrances?
Okay. Just read it. Okay. Go ahead.
And how amongst does a monk dwell contemplating the nature of things in various things? Here, a monk dwells contemplating the nature of things in various things in the five hindrances. And how amongst does a monk dwell contemplating the nature of things in various things in the five hindrances? Here, a monk having sensual desire in himself knows there is sensual desire in myself, or not having sensual desire in himself, he knows there is no sensual desire in myself. How there is an arising of sensual desire that has not arisen, that he knows, and how there is an abandonment of sensual desire that has arisen, that also he knows, and how there is a non-arising of abandoned sensual desire again in the future, that also he knows.
Yeah, basically it means that you have to be vigilant, watchful of your hindrances, whether you have them or not. If they come up, then you must find some means, some method of getting rid of them. So that you have sensual pleasures. If you think of sexual desire, for instance, then you have to use countermeasure like contemplating on a supa, the 32 parts of the body, or the 10 corpses.
Mhm.
So this is like you go to war and you look at your enemies, what kind of weapon they're hitting at you. So you have to find countermeasure. You might send a plane to bomb the position of the artillery, for instance, something like that.
What's a good one for restlessness?
Restlessness, usually mindfulness. When you're restless, you mean you're not having any mindfulness anymore. So you have to use a mantra, for instance, recite mantra, Bhutto, 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 to stop your thought. Once your thought is contained, then your restlessness will disappear.
Okay.
If you have anger, then you have to use metta, loving kindness, forgiveness. You have to forgive people who cause you anger, cause you to become angry.
Okay.
And if you're drowsiness, then it means you have to reduce food consumption. Don't eat too much food. If you have doubt in the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, then you have to study more of the Buddha's teaching, or study more about the noble disciples to
Oh.
to increase your information about about the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha.
Okay.
So this is what it means really in our terms. But in the sutta they want to make it so precise and so so they mention about having risen yet or not.
Yeah.
Those have already risen, have you abandoned them or not, so forth. But the goal is to get rid of them when they come up. You have to know the tool that will be able to get rid of them. Each one has different tools.
Okay. I understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No other question.
So how long you are on this retreat, on self-retreat? Any particular period of time or just open-ended?
I think till end of Pansa.
I see. When did you start it? At the start of Pansa?
Well, I only spent one night away in, I think it's like 200 and something days.
I see.
Yeah.
And all this time you're here in your cabin alone practicing.
Yeah.
Okay. And how do you get your food? You order them on delivery or you have to go out and shop?
There's a supermarket that delivers once a week.
Mm.
Yeah.
So you can pretty much stay in your cabin without having to go anywhere.
Yeah.
You feel pressurized of staying like being in a prison or anything like that?
Well, the first 6 months I didn't have a car. So even if I wanted to go somewhere, I couldn't go anywhere. And it was summer as well. So sometimes, like one day, it was 43 degrees and my air conditioning broke, and I'm just sitting in the cabin.
Mm. So you don't feel pressure to go outside, to go to places, to do things.
Sometimes, but because of where I live, there's nowhere to go. It's just like there's no interesting. There's a mountain that's like 2 hours away, which has some nice forests, but that's about it.
And you have nearby neighbors?
About 1 kilometer away.
Oh, you're all alone within that 1 kilometer radius.
My parents have a house a few hundred meters away.
Okay.
But,
And you
yeah,
see
they're
them.
not.
You see
They're
them.
not always here.
Mm.
But it's going to be summer again at the end of Rains Retreat. And I don't really want to spend another summer here because it's so hot.
Mm.
Because you can't walk John Crom outside during the day. I have to walk inside the cabin.
Mm.
So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm looking at a volunteer lighthouse keeper job.
Mm-hmm.
So I can go live on the island alone
Yeah, still live alone.
yeah, because everything's so expensive in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to live by alone, that's all my money gone.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate working, so I don't know.
What about staying in one of the monasteries? Do they have places where you can stay in the monastery?
But now, because I had a taste of the good life before I could never live alone. I didn't have, my practice wasn't good enough. But now, if I have a good day, I don't want to live in the monastery.
Yeah, it's better to be alone and practice. Good.
I don't know. I've decided at the end of Pansa what to do.
Okay, always seek seclusion. Okay, this is
Okay.
one of the important factors for your practice is to be alone and practice. Because when you're alone, then you won't have much distraction. No people to bother you.
It's easy to see what the problem is when you're alone. You can't blame anyone else.
Yeah, right. It's all in yourself. It's all your defilement that's causing the problem.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Anything else?
No, not today.
All right. Then
Okay.
I'll go to the next person. Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Ajaan.
You're welcome. Okay, PL and Indira. PL is working, I presume.
Yes, Ajaan, he's with the patient. Yes.
Yes. So you have anything to say?
I was just listening. Yes, no questions, Ajaan.
Okay. Nothing.
No. Yeah, listening and learning. Yes, thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. Next, Sarasi from Geneva. Hi, Sarasi. You've been sending in questions, but this time you come in person.
Yes, Ajaan. Good evening, Ajaan. Very happy to see you.
Yes, good to
I
see you
always
too.
follow your YouTube, and today I came live session. I have few questions, Ajaan.
Go ahead, please.
I will go ahead. What does it mean when in Dhamma it says you have to understand suffering? You have to understand dukkha. Does it mean that when a suffering arises, we have to observe it as a natural thing or a natural phenomenon without trying to have less reaction or not reacting? What does understand refer to here?
Well, when you have dukkha, you have to know that you are having dukkha. And you have to separate the dukkha from the physical dukkha. The dukkha we're talking about here is the mental dukkha, not the physical dukkha. The mental suffering, not the physical suffering. But sometimes they happens together. Like when you get sick, you get physical suffering, but you also have mental suffering. So you have to know the mental suffering. Sometimes people think they are both the same thing, but they are two separate things with different causes. The physical suffering is caused by the abnormality of the body or contacting some viruses or something, and you get sick, right? But and then when your body gets sick, your mind start to feel bad. This is the mental suffering that you have to see, to understand. And this mental suffering is it's not caused by the virus of the body. It's caused by the craving, the desire not to get sick.
Yeah.
So this is what it means.
Yeah.
To be able to know exclusively the mental suffering.
Okay.
So when you get sick, your body gets sick, your mind also becomes sick. But if you know the cause of the sickness of the mind is your craving, not the desire to get well or the desire not to get sick. So if you can stop this desire by accepting the sickness, then you can stop the mental sickness.
Okay.
This is
Stop
what
the
it means by
tanha. Okay.
this is knowing the Four Noble Truths.
Okay.
Know the suffering, know the cause of suffering, know the cessation of suffering, and know the way to stop the suffering, the path, which is mindfulness and wisdom.
Okay. Okay, Ajaan.
Clear enough?
Yes, it
Okay.
is.
So it means not the physical suffering that we have to know. We have to know the mental suffering.
Okay.
And know the cause of the mental suffering. And know
It is caused by tanha or desire. That's what we have to know. Okay.
Right. And how to get rid of this tanha desire. You have to have wisdom.
Okay.
You have to see the
Yes.
body as anicca, dukkha, anatta.
Yeah.
Once you see this and accept that, okay, the body has to get sick, whether you like it or
Yes.
not. So you accept. When you accept, then the tanha will disappear. When the tanha disappears, the cessation of suffering will appear.
Yes. Okay. Okay, Ajaan, thank you. And my second question is, can we name one's eagerness to become enlightened is a form of bhava tanha?
Name what? Can you say again?
The bhava tanha that you want
Bhava
to,
tanha.
yeah. Can we name one's eagerness to become enlightened is a sort of a form of a tanha or a bhava tanha?
No, we call chanta.
Or we,
That the desire to become enlightened is a good desire. It's not defilement. The desire to meditate, the desire to practice, the desire to give dana, to keep the sila. These are good desire. We don't call. They are not defilement. They are the path. They are chanta in the four itibats. Itipada, chanta, viriya,
chitta, vimamsa.
yeah, vimamsa.
Mhm.
See,
Okay.
we have good
It's
desire.
sort of a,
We have good desire and bad desire. Good desire lead to the cessation of suffering. Bad desire lead to the appearance of suffering.
okay. Okay, Ajaan, thank you. And my last question is, if we say the 12 links of Paticca are not applicable to an Arahant, is the statement correct? Because we see in,
They are not applied to the Arahant because the Arahant breaks the chain at the point of craving. See,
yeah,
when you
I
have
just want,
feelings, if you are a normal person, you will have cravings. You have good feelings, you want to this good feeling to last forever. When you have bad feelings, you want this bad feeling to disappear right away. This is craving, and this craving will create dukkha, right? But with
because
an arahant, he doesn't have any craving at this point. He leaves the feeling alone. So when there's no
they do
craving,
have,
then there's no upadana, there's no attachment. No attachment, then there's no rebirth, no new existence, no rebirth. So he breaks the chain at the point of craving.
From the top, he breaks it. From avijja, he breaks it, no?
Yeah, from avijja
From the
also.
early stage, yeah.
He instead of avijja, he used dhamma or vichara, that everything in this world is suffering. Sensual pleasures are suffering. See? So I can break the chain at the top also. When you say sensual pleasure is suffering, then you don't go after sensual pleasure. You don't send the mind toward the body to be connected with the five sensual organs. So this whole process is reverse.
To an arahant, okay. But they do have sankara, they do have
They still do,
namarupa,
but
salayatana, all.
everything, but
Yeah.
they don't think in terms of sensual pleasure. They think in terms of metta, karuna, mudita, ubekha, or reason, or rationality. The Buddha used the Buddha has to teach Dhamma. He had to send his mind toward the person that he's gonna teach, right? To connect with the person. But he only teach Dhamma without having any expectation or desire for anything. Just want to give Dhamma, that's all. So this 12 chain of the Paticca doesn't apply to the Buddha or the Arahant. Understand?
Yes, Ajaan. They see it in a different way, no? From, I mean, like they do not have thinking, the upadana, or they see it in the reverse order.
They have
I
thinking,
mean,
but they
so,
don't have any cravings or upadana.
yeah.
They still think, but they think with Dhamma, think with
Yes.
reason, not think with defilement. They see everything is anicca, dukkha, anatta all the time.
All the time.
So they don't go after anything because they know everything is dukkha.
Yeah. Okay,
Understand?
Ajaan. Thank you very much.
So
Very happy to see you and wish you good
you still
health.
living in Geneva?
Yes, I was in Sri Lanka for 4 months, nearly or more, just about more than 4 months, and I came back recently, Tanajan.
You have any plan of coming to Thailand again?
Yes, I would love to because I've been talking. My sister also, Samangi also wants to come, and I also want to visit you again to pay respect to you, Tanajan.
Okay, maybe
I would love
see you
to,
again
yes.
one day.
Yes, Tanajan. Be
Okay.
happy to see you. Wish you good health. Sadhu,
Okay.
sadhu.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Next to Jakarta, I think, Indonesia. Lin.
Good evening, Tanajan. Hope you're healthy and well.
Yes.
Yes, I'm in Jakarta. Yes.
Okay.
And I like the way Tanajan explained about how different problems we need to use different tools to deal with. Like when Tanajan mentioned about when we are restless, we need to recite mantra. When we have anger, then we need to have metta. So this anger, restlessness, defilements?
Yes, they are cause of they will block your practice. You won't be able to practice when you have this thing arising in your mind.
So they are hindrances then.
Hindrances, they are defilement also. Anger, right? Anger is causing you to not be able to meditate. Sensual pleasure, this is craving, craving for sensual pleasures. And doubt of the Buddha Dhamma, this is ignorant, avijja, or moha. Not having enough information yet, not enough knowledge to not be doubtful of the Buddha Dhamma and Sangha. And sleepiness, this is another form of defilement. Laziness, sleepiness. So they are all defilement in different manifestation.
So if worldly happiness is a kind of defilement also.
Well, happiness is not defilement. Happiness is what you call vedana, feelings. Feeling is the anicca, dukkha, anatta. Worldly happiness is brief, is impermanent, it's anicca, it changes from happiness to sadness sooner or later. This is not defilement, these are feelings.
So the way to deal with these kind of feelings
is to leave them alone. Don't be attached to them. Don't have any craving for them. Like in the Paticca Samuppada, when you get the feeling, you usually have cravings for them, either good or bad. Good feeling, you want them to last for a long time. Bad feeling, you want them to disappear right away. So this will create suffering in the mind. Without craving, then there will be no suffering. Good feeling or bad feeling, let them come and go. They are anatta, they are anicca, you cannot control them. They are like the weather.
And with fear, how do we deal with them?
Fear, you have to deal with truth. You're afraid of death. This is the root of your fear. It's death. You want to live, so you have to study the nature of the body to see that it's anicca. It's subjected to aging, sickness, and death. Once you know this, then you will have no fear. Once you can accept this, once you can accept that, then there will be no fear of anything. Because the worst thing that can happen to you is death, right? Once you can take the worst, then other thing will be no problem.
That's true. But when we don't have the panya yet or the wisdom yet, so
You have to do now. You have to do it now. See? Do it all the time. The daily contemplation that you must do is, having been born, I'm subjected to aging, sickness, and death, to separation from the ones I love, to confrontation with the things I don't like, for instance. Just remind yourself this all the time until it sink into your mind, until you accept this truth. Once you can accept this truth, then you won't have any fear.
Mm.
So you have to do it now.
Mm.
Don't put it away.
Sometimes, yeah.
Do it now. Do it a lot until you can see it clearly that you cannot run away from aging, sickness, and death. It's like a shadow following you all the time, one step behind you, ready to catch up with you anytime.
Sometimes when I'm mindful, it's easier to see all this truth. But when my mindfulness is not strong enough, so I tend to get fear.
That's right. That's why you have to have mindfulness first. Once your mind is calm enough, then you contemplate on the truth, anicca, the truth of anicca, anatta. Once you understand anicca, anatta, and accept them, then there will be no dukkha. But if you don't accept them, you will have cravings, then you have dukkha.
And on my practice, I didn't manage to do the 6-hour challenge as I mentioned last week. But yeah, lots of hindrances. But I think I'm going to do, I am determined to do it this week. It's coming.
Okay. If you cannot do 6, maybe do just half of it. Better than nothing at all.
Yes. I did 3 hours. Yeah, sorry. I did 3 hours on
But if you
Sunday.
can do 6 hours, that's better. But if you cannot, maybe just do half of it first. Maintain some momentum. Don't lose the momentum because it will be harder to restart the next time.
Normally on the weekends, I do 3 to 6 hours. Last Sunday, I managed to do 3 hours. But I mentioned to you that I wanted to do 6 hours, but I wasn't in the position.
Not able to.
The time was a bit limited last week. But
okay, no problem.
It is a problem to me because
that's
time
right.
is running out.
It's not my problem, so you don't have to tell me.
It's a problem to me. But by me telling San Ajaan, then I will be more determined and more resolute to do this.
Confession helps sometimes, right?
Yes, it is. It is very true. But thank you so much. Lots of gratitude to you, San Ajaan.
Okay, you're welcome. Next, Mike from New York. You're in the heat wave again, Mike. This thing does seem to come on and off every other week or something.
Yeah, the heat, it's been a lot, but I'm actually on holiday with my family right now in South New Jersey, so the heat is not as bad. It has been more mild, and I've been very much enjoying everyone's comments today, and having this digital sangha has been really encouraging with my practice. So I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who shared today. And then I guess I wanted to ask Tana John. I was meditating last night, especially when I meditate at nighttime. I was meditating maybe at 11 p.m. Sometimes even though I find a very peaceful place to be, my mind state is very peaceful. I fight against tiredness, or I fight against thoughts in my mind that I'm fighting against tiredness. Maybe it's like even just kind of a mental block. So I was curious if Tana John had any advice for, kind of energizing the meditation, either with the breath or just with words.
Well, you should not only focus on just the meditation period alone. You should also focus on the time before and after meditation, which is mindfulness. Try to maintain or have mindfulness as much as possible during your day, your waking hours, not just only during meditation, because you have much more time to to develop mindfulness before you meditate. And if you have good mindfulness, when you meditate, you'll find it easy for the mind to become calm and peaceful. So try to be mindful as much as possible during the period when you're not meditating. From the time you get up in the morning, when you start your day, start with mindfulness. You can recite the mantra, or you can keep watching your body. What is this body doing now? Standing, walking, sitting, taking a shower, eating, or whatever it is doing. Try to watch it all the time, and reduce your thinking about other things, about the past or the future, about this or that. Then you'll find your mind more ready for meditation when you meditate. Okay, some people forget that's not only about meditation, and they think, oh, I'll meditate at this hour and then I'll be mindful at this hour only. But they forget that they should be mindful before and after. They should, if they want to succeed in the meditation. I think this is one of the reasons why people don't succeed in meditation, because they don't have enough mindfulness. They start building mindfulness when they start meditating, and that's not enough time to have enough mindfulness to make the meditation session successful. So you have to also practice mindfulness, not just during the time of meditation, but before and after, all the time, if possible. Then you'll find your meditation will be easier, and the success will come quicker and easier also. Your mind can become calm quickly. Okay, this is one very important thing that meditating has not been usually told. They only tell what to do when they meditate, right? But they've not been told that they have to do preliminary practice before they meditate, which is mindfulness practice. So you have to do this before you meditate. Like before you take off on a plane, you have to have fuel put in the tank first, right? If you don't have any fuel in the tank, you cannot take off. The plane cannot take off. Same way, you have to fill in your mind with mindfulness first before you meditate. Once you have enough mindfulness, then your mind can become calm very quickly when you meditate. Okay, so you have pre-flight work you have to do before you're taking the flight. Before you meditate, you have pre-meditation work to do, that which is mindfulness. Try to practice mindfulness as much as possible during your waking hours. Then when you meditate, you find it easier and get to the point, get to the calm very quicker. Okay. And you won't have much hindrance either if you're always mindful. The hindrance will come from you not being mindful. You let your mind go getting angry at someone or going after sensual pleasures. So when you meditate, you find these things still a hindrance to you. But if you have mindfulness, you will more or less clear them away before you practice. Okay.
Thank you, Ajaan.
You're welcome. Next, Gary from Singapore.
Ajaan, good evening. No questions, just happy to be listening in. Thank you.
Okay, good. Marsha, you're next. A long wait for you tonight. I thought you'd been in before and moved back.
It's okay. Yeah, I've struggled a lot in the last
week with defilements. And, it's just a battle, battling preferences, battling what I don't like, always trying to make it to how I want it to be. But, just being in the room today, I actually don't have anything to ask because I just put it all down. I put everything down in this wonderful Dhamma that you're sharing. It's like I have no problem right now.
Yeah.
It's the mind has just calmed down. So thanks very much for helping all of us.
Okay. Good. Your defilement come up because you lose your mindfulness. Whenever you don't have mindfulness, your defilement will come up. Whenever you have mindfulness, your defilement will disappear. This is the relationship between the defilement and mindfulness. So try to have more mindfulness, then your defilement will become less and less. Or if you cannot use mindfulness, you use wisdom, anicca, dukkha, anatta. This can also work in place of mindfulness. But it's easier to use mindfulness like a mantra or just keep watching your body.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good. Very good. Thank you.
Okay,
Be well.
Thank you. You're welcome. Next intern from Indonesia. Hi, intern.
Hi, Prajan. Good evening, Prajan.
You have no plan to
Prajan,
come to Thailand?
yes, actually, I plan to Thailand July, but I still with my customer. She need to surgical, so the schedule is the end of August. She will
August.
be surgical. So after that, I go to Thailand.
I see.
Prajan, I follow Prajan advice, but I still cannot sleep. Usually I start to chanting 11 p.m. Or between 11 p.m. Or 12 a.m. I just chanting about half hour or maximum 1 hour. After that, I sitting meditation. Usually when I wake up from my meditation is 4 or 5 a.m. The problem is I need to work. So if I wake up at 8 a.m., so can say every day I just sleep below 4 hours. After many days, I very sleepy and I can sleep a whole day. So how can I have ability to consistent just sleep 3 hours or 4 hours every day?
Well, your body needs the amount of time to sleep. So if you don't give it the amount of time, it will feel sleepy. So you just have to sleep more now because the body needs more time. So you have to decrease your meditation practice. Either decrease your chanting. You might not have to chant for a long time. Maybe chant for 15 minutes and then meditate right away.
Okay.
Because meditation is better than chanting. But sometimes you need chanting before you can start meditating. Chanting is to develop more mindfulness for the mind. But you don't have to chant for a long time. Maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes. When you feel that you can meditate, then you can stop chanting and start meditating. Or if you can start meditating right away without chanting, then you don't need to chant at all.
Okay.
This you can adjust according to the need of the body. The body usually needs at least 5 hours of sleep a day. So you might have to have more time for sleep and less time for meditation or chanting. Okay, understand?
Okay, understand, Prajan. I try.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Ajahn.
You're welcome. Next, Belinda from Singapore.
Namaskar, Ajahn.
Yes. What can I do for you?
Just practice, Ajahn. The same
Okay.
old battle delay. Sometimes no battle, just indulgence. So I'm glad to be in the room. Thank you, Ajahn.
Okay, you're welcome. Is Dr.V available yet? Indira? Is he coming?
Again, there's a patient again.
Another
Yes,
patient.
yes, sorry.
Okay. We have two people waiting in the room. Can you let one of them come in right now? We still have a little bit more time. Who else? Swing check. Okay. That's an admit thing. See if
Okay.
I can.
Got two.
Okay, two coming in. First, Nining. I thought Nining was away practicing somewhere.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Ajahn. Yeah, Ajahn.
Yes, go ahead.
Ajahn, this is my 6 days of fasting. I only drink water. I don't eat. Tomorrow, I will break my fasting. And also, during this challenge, I did 6 hours challenge. Stay in the same place, doing sitting meditation, and also listening to the Dhamma talk.
Okay.
And this is, I mean, maybe this is the most happiness moment in my life, Ajahn.
Good.
Yeah, because I face to face to this dukkha,
Yes.
and like Ajahn said that I must experience it by myself.
Good. Next time when you do it, you should not listen to Dhamma talk because you're still relying on external source. Try to think of Dhamma yourself instead of listening to Dhamma talk.
In
Or
that
think,
6 days, Ajahn?
in that 6 hour
Oh,
period.
6 hours, sorry.
Yeah. You're not supposed to rely on anything outside of your own your own mind.
So in that
But it's okay. It's okay. But just to let you know that the condition the required for the 6 hour challenge is not to rely on anything external.
Oh, because honestly, in this fasting, I know that my body become weak, Ajahn. So I see clearly that I mean the changing, the body keep changing, not strong always, but also sometimes become weak. That's
Yes,
why.
you just understand it to be anicca. The body can be changing.
Yeah, and also I accept that because I decide to fast to do fasting, so it's nature, it's normal that I become weak and sometimes get stomach ache. It's anatta. Is it correct, Ajahn? Nature.
That's right. Yeah, you cannot force the body to be according to your wishes all the time.
And also I practice separation for the state that I like, which it's sukha vedana. Because in this moment I also experience dukkha vedana.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just use mindfulness and wisdom to deal with your dukkha vedana.
Yeah, I use kamatana to calm my mind when I get stomach ache. So I just like Ajahn advice that just leave the body alone. So
Okay.
yeah,
Good.
thank you, Ajahn. Thank you very much for the advice. Ajahn is very genius, and Buddha is very genius. That when I see dukkha, this dukkha, it's enlightened my mind, very enlightened my mind, Ajahn.
Yes. You understand the nature of dukkha. You
Yeah.
know it's caused by your own craving, by your own desire.
So should I practice this kind of practice more and more, Ajahn?
If you find it useful for you.
Yeah, I see. It's very useful. And
If
my
you find
mom,
it help you understand better, if you find that you can get rid of your defilement more easier and get your mind to become calm more easier, then you should continue. If it doesn't hurt your body or anything.
yeah, I will continue for I mean the next when I am very comfort, so I need this practice to enhance my practice.
Yes, to stimulate your practice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you Ajahn, for the advice.
Okay, you're welcome. I have two other people waiting.
Yeah, Ajahn, I know.
Okay, I'll go to Dr. PL first. He's available now. He's busy man. Come and go. With,
The patient was in pain, so I had to do something. Now she's okay. So I just want to add a comment. I think Coxing that brought that metaphor about the oil bowl.
yeah.
It's not a practical exercise. It's just a metaphor Buddha used to show the degree of intensity, degree of difficulty of mindfulness. And I think he's used many metaphors like a quail and the hawk that comes in, and then the monkey who went outside his territory, and another one is as like a charioteer. Mindfulness is like a charioteer, and also gatekeeper. So there's lots of other metaphors he used for mindfulness in the sutra text, but this one particularly is showing the degree of difficulty. And I think he asked about the person with the sword. That is Chandaraga. That is even there are other metaphors in other sutras. The same person behind you to cut your neck is Chandaraga, the sensual desire. The beauty queen is there, so you cannot get distracted because of the beauty queen. The Chandaraga, the sensual desire towards the beauty queen. The people are shouting on the side is other distractions, but the main voice is the beauty queen. So if you move, the oil will fall. Head is cut off. That is a Chandaraga. That is a sensual desire pulled away. Your mindfulness is lost. So it's just a metaphor. It's not like something you have to practice. I think it's something showing the degree how difficult real mindfulness get to jhanas.
That's right. That's why a lot of people don't like to do this. They don't like to. They don't like to meditate because they thought, almost impossible.
Yes, thank you. So I thought I'd just quickly, because otherwise it's sometimes misunderstood. These are like just metaphors about the use in the sutras. Thank you.
Yes.
I just want to add that.
Thank you for your information. Helpful people too. All right, good. Nice talking to you.
Nice talking
Thank
to
you,
you.
Dana Jantiran Satnai.
All right, I'll go to our last participant, Sri and check. You have about 5 minutes.
Greeting, Taja. Thank you for letting us in, Taja.
Okay, what can I do for you today? Did you listen to our talk before you come in?
Yes.
Okay, so you know what we were talking about most of the time.
Yes. I like the metaphors. I like all the Buddha's metaphors. He give many metaphors.
Yeah, to enhance your understanding of the practice of his teaching.
Yeah, and Tajan extend the metaphor to a modern flavor. Sometimes you give the modern
Modern version.
yeah, like the car one, and yeah, like
Pre-flight, you have
no
to
car.
pre-flight, you have to feel in the feel of the plane before you can take off. That's what mindfulness is. Feel to your automobile. If you don't fill up your automobile, you cannot start your car and keep it running, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Same way with meditation. If you have no mindfulness previously, you won't be able to meditate successfully.
You use a lot of car one, like the another one that is also a car one is you said that it's like our body is like the car, right? Like there's no.
Yeah, you're the driver. You're
I'm
the minded driver.
Yeah, yeah. So I saw like that one I love because I really saw that during the accident I saw the car is like, oh, that's my body. It's just like my body. Like, oh, it's going to destroy like that, right? It's like, oh,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I remember Tan Ajahn used that metaphor. I thought, oh, it's going to be the same as this car. Like it's very like just like that. It'll just like destroy like that.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's nobody there, right? It's just the car.
Just the car, the body is just the four elements.
Yeah. Yeah, I like all you give many different ones, but yeah, no. Although the weather one, I also like the weather one. And orange and apple.
Orange. You cannot change orange into apple.
Yeah.
You cannot change sweet into Czech.
Yeah, I can't
Sweet
change.
will be sweet and Czech will be Czech.
Yeah. Yeah, many different ones, but yeah, these
But
are
you
the
learn to
ones.
live together, right? And you leave each other alone. But sometimes people forget they want other people to be like them, right? You must do this, you must do that because this is the way I do it.
Oh.
But people have different ways of doing things.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And you said the department like to teach people instead of practicing just now. You're saying that our department like to teach people. Okay,
Because
like
teaching is easier than practicing.
Oh.
You organize trips, you can go places.
Oh.
If you meditate, you have to stay put and be
Yeah.
isolated from everything.
Yeah. Oh.
So people don't like to meditate. People like to be, doing other things.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you mentioned also helping people than helping ourselves. Is there a way like people trying to avoid own suffering?
Yes, they don't want to heal themselves. They want to help heal other people, but they don't know how to do it. See. If you're studying medicine, you have to finish graduate first before you can practice medicine, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't graduated, you cannot go become a doctor and treat other people. Do you? So this is the same way with suffering. Suffering is a mental illness. You need to be a physician. You have to graduate from a mental college first before you can become a mental doctor, healing other people's mental suffering.
Yeah. This is another one. This is another metaphor.
Because what you're doing now is just merely putting the mental suffering away by taking people to trips, so they forget their suffering. But when they go home, the suffering come back, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Even with our own suffering. Okay. Yeah.
So you have to know how to get rid of your own suffering first before you can teach other people how to get rid of their suffering.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Nada.
Thank you.
Nothing else tonight?
Yeah, I have allergy on my body, so I'm trying not to be affected by this.
Try to accept it and live with it. Be happy
Yes.
with it instead of being unhappy with it. Try to change your attitude. Since you have to live with it, why should you suffer, right? You should enjoy it. It's just your attitude, that's all. You don't enjoy because you don't like it. But if you like it, then you'll enjoy it, right?
Enjoy.
My allergy.
So the problem is whether you want to enjoy it or not. If you want to enjoy it, you have to like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, then you won't enjoy it.
Yeah, it's true. Yes.
We can
Then I
choose.
suffer.
Yeah, then you suffer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Nada.
Thank you.
All right. That's about all the time we have for tonight. Thank you for your company. I hope this meeting is useful and beneficial to you and can help you advance in your
Ajaan.
practice. Yes, I'm sorry. We have some more questions from I'm sorry. Okay, คุณจุ๊บ go ahead.
Yes, we have กราบนมัสการท่านอาจารย์ค่ะ we have 6 questions this evening.
Okay.
Yes, the first question is from Pauline Soon. What is the difference in the outcome when meditating sitting on the floor and sitting on the chair?
There's no difference. If you have the outcome, you have the outcome. It just matter of which one is deeper. That's all. This doesn't depend on how you sit or what you sit on. It depends on your mindfulness more. The stronger the mindfulness, the outcome will be better than the weaker mindfulness.
The next question, what is the function of sitting posture for when we meditate?
Well, if you have the right posture, then you will be able to sit longer. If you have not the right posture, then you might not be able to sit for a long time.
The next question is from K. Suman. Pra Ajahn, after 1 month of meditation for one half hour daily, I did vomiting. Is this okay?
Well, it depends on whether this is a condition that caused by your meditation or is your physical condition. So you have to find out which is which. If this is caused by your meditation, every time you meditate, this is what you get. Then I'm not sure what is the cause. But if it doesn't happen to just meditation, it happens during other time, then you might have to consult a physician to find out what's wrong with your body.
The next question is from Meta Vandana. Gratitude for Ajahn's wisdom. Please explain how does one come out of samadhi when the mind is completely absorbed with the object of meditation? Some teachers say you should follow certain steps to end your meditation. Please kindly explain.
You don't come out until the mind is ready to come out. You just stay put. Just be mindful until eventually your mindfulness weakens and your defilements start to push your mind. Then you come out. That's all. There's no procedure really.
The next question is from Jason Morris from England. I'm asking for a friend who has been on a wheelchair since the age of 19 after a motorbike accident. He has done many good deeds in his 60 years, but asked me if I'm reborn, why wouldn't I remember I was disabled in a previous life if it is the same mind?
Well, can you remember what you eat yesterday or a week before? There's so many information that you have to process, and you're not able to keep them all in your memory unless you have good memory. So different people have different level of ability to recollect. Some people can recollect past life and some people cannot. This is because of their ability to remember is not the same.
And the last question is from Aun from Penang, Malaysia. My question is when Ajahn said, practice mindfulness from wake up in the morning until night when want to sleep. The 4 Satipatthana is practice of mindfulness by knowing mind from body action, feeling, mind, and Dhamma. Can Ajahn explain how to practice 4 Satipatthana with the knowing mind?
No, you don't understand. Not mindfulness is only with the body. When you practice mindfulness, you're being mindful of the body action, the body movement. Why the other thing, this is about wisdom. Study the nature of the body, study the nature of feeling, study the nature of the mind. That they are all anicca, dukkha, anatta. See, you get confused with the practice of mindfulness with the practice of contemplation or development of wisdom. See, the Satipatthana Sutta teaches 3 levels of practices. The first level is to develop mindfulness by using the body as the object of mindfulness. And then it teaches the method of meditation to get into jhana by using the breath, sitting cross-legged and then concentrate on the breath. This is the second level of teaching, to meditate to get into jhana. Once you have jhana, then when you come out jhana, then you can study the nature of the body, the feeling, and the mind. that teach the mind that they are anicca, dukkha, anatta. You cannot stop them from changing. You cannot stop them from disappearing, for instance. Like the body, you cannot stop the body from aging, sickness, and death. If you don't want to have any suffering, then you just have to accept them for what they are. If you want to change, if you don't want to get old, get sick, or die, then you will have suffering. See, this is a practice of wisdom or contemplation. So the Satipatthana Sutta teaches three level of practices. First, mindfulness. Second, meditation for jhana. Third, study the nature of the body, the feeling, and the mind, and let go of the attachment to them. That's all.
That is all, Ka.
Okay. Okay, now I can let you all go. Thank you for your company. I hope this meeting is useful and can help you advance in your practice. In the meantime, please stay safe, be mindful, and keep on practicing. And if all goes well, I'll see you all at the same time next week. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you, Ajahn. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Thank you,
Thank you,
friend.
Ajahn.
Goodbye.
Hi, thank
Kevin.
you.
Good night, everyone.
Bye. Thank you, Amy.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.